Nomor undian pertama atas nama Ida Bagus Pratiana Adi Diksa dari SMP Negeri 2 Sewon. Dimohon untuk menyerahkan teks kepada Dewan Juri, kemudian untuk segera. Hadirin yang berbahagia, Dewan Juri yang terhormat, berikut ini penampilan peserta lomba News Reading nomor undian 1.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the news update with me, INGGRIS from MGMP, bringing the latest updates around COVID-19. As we all know, COVID-19 is still ravaging the world, with variants bringing new waves of infection around the globe. Driven by the more possible Delta variant pushing, the new COVID-19 cases reached more than 56,000 nationwide last month, pushing the healthcare system to brink of collapse as hospital on Java experienced a shortage of beds and oxygen while trying to accommodate an overflow of patients. The government has since committed to extending its multi-tier public activity (PPKM) on a weekly basis to ensure that restrictions are in line with the latest data, despite the unreliability of government statistics. According to the World Health Organization, on the 21st of August 2021, the government of Indonesia has reported about 3.9 million persons with confirmed COVID-19. There have been about 125,000 deaths related to COVID-19 reported, and about 3.5 million persons have recovered from the disease. WHO is working with the Indonesian government to monitor the situation and prevent further spread of the COVID-19 cases. Indonesia targeted vaccinating 280 million people by April next year, a race against time and constrained global supply to protect its population against emerging COVID-19 variants. On Thursday, 19th of August 2021, 1.6 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccine produced by Pfizer have arrived in Jakarta. The first batch of 50 million doses the country had ordered from the American pharmaceutical. The latest delivery would boost Indonesia vaccine stock to more than 191 million doses. So far, the country has relied on supplies from Chinese pharmaceutical biotechnology company called Sinovac Biotech that have delivered 158 million doses, or 80% of the Southeast Asian country's total supplies. AstraZeneca, a British Swedish pharmaceutical and biotechnology company, has also delivered more than 60 million doses. Another Chinese drug maker, Sinopharm, and American company Moderna had each delivered 8 million doses to Indonesia. From that, we go to BANTUL, Jakarta. The government has opened an online registration service for COVID-19 vaccination at 27 health centers in Bantul since last July. In order to make it easier for people to participate in vaccinations, the Bantul Province government has launched a web-based application called ikutvaccine.go.id. With this website, Bantul residents will be able to register for the COVID-19 lead, optimistic spirit against COVID-19. There are 3 important things in Bantul's lead which are to be solid to be participant in implementing health protocols, solid to care and share, and also solid to be ready to be vaccinated. The program is expected to be able to create a safe and orderly situation and conditions so that the community is conducive and people can carry out their daily routines and life activities safer and more comfortable. On Indonesian Independence Day, Indonesian President Jokowi opened his speech by drawing similarities between the pandemic and a fire and said that the crisis was a test, as well as a chance for the country to make a big leap forward. He said that the pandemic has galvanized us to change, to develop new methods, to leave irrelevant old habits behind, and to make the impossible possible. Well, I think that's all for the updates around COVID-19. Thank you for your attention. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm Media Expert from the News Update. SFN 27 signing out. Good day. Bye.
Demikian tadi penampilan peserta nomor undian 1. Berikutnya kami panggil peserta nomor undian 2 atas nama Yasinta Purba Dewanti, SMP Negeri 1 Tamrin. Teksnya yang diberikan ke Dewan Juri. Peserta siap? Dewan Juri siap? Baik, hadirin yang berbahagia dan Dewan Juri, mari kita saksikan penampilan peserta lomba news reading nomor undian 2.
This is Yasinta Purba. A COVID-19 crisis has unfolded as the highly transmissible COVID-19 Delta variant is to Indonesia, where health facilities have buckled under the pressure. Cases in the fourth most populous nation in the world are soaring, killing doctors and children, and it has become the new coronavirus epicenter, surpassing India despite only having a fraction of its population. On Thursday alone, official figures revealed more than 49,500 new positive cases and 1,449 deaths, the highest since the pandemic began. Indonesian President Joko Widodo has officially extended the country's emergency restriction policy. The decision was taken to ensure the current infection and death rates remain part of that seen when cases first began declining in early 2021. In the extended emergency restriction policy period, several small businesses, such as traditional food stalls, barber shops, and laundry, are allowed to operate until 9 p.m. as opposed to 8 p.m. in the previous emergency restriction policy. Furthermore, dining in these small gatherings are allowed for the convenience among other stipulations. But despite government efforts to lock down major islands, the number of deaths continues to grow as gravity diggers work through the night, and coffee makers struggle to keep up with demand. So how did Indonesia end up here? The government began its COVID-19 vaccination program on January 13, 2021. This vaccination program is split by 4 phases, with health workers receiving the first batch of vaccines, followed by public servants and then other members of the public. The government gathered a total of more than 200 million people by the end of year 2021. As of August 5th, more than 48 million Indonesians have received their first vaccinations, or 300,000 more than the day before. Meanwhile, 2.2 million people have received their second vaccinations, or 245,000 more than the previous day. Local epidemiologists have repeatedly criticized the Indonesian government for not following advice from experts and scientists. Last year, in the early days of the pandemic, Indonesia's then Health Minister Terawan Agus Putranto attributed the low number of infections to fear. Indonesian President Joko Widodo promoted traditional health remedies and attempted to prevent panic media portray narratives without scientific basis. He also proudly touted national-made anti-malaria drug chloroquine as a second-line defense against the virus, despite the lack of scientific evidence. Last year, the Agriculture Ministry sold antivirus eucalyptus nucleases, which it said would kill the virus before 43 minutes. The claim drew widespread mockery and criticism before being withdrawn. That was today's headline. We are hoping everyone is in good condition and also hoping you have a great day ahead. This is Happy Chakra Daily News. I'm Asita Pradhanti. Have a great day.
Demikian tadi penampilan peserta nomor undian 2. Berikutnya kami panggil peserta siap, Dewan Juri siap, kamera siap. Baik, hadirin yang berbahagia, kita ikuti penampilan finalis lomba Newsreader.
Hello, good morning viewers. Welcome back to BANTUL News with me, Alexa Gani from 1 Bangsapan Junior High School. Today, 25th of September 2021, we are bringing some information that happened during this week. And here is the topic line. Delta variant is surprising the world, pushing Southeast Asia to its breaking point. COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 2019 is an infection disease caused by a new virus called SARS-CoV-2. This disease was first identified in Wuhan, China at the end of 2019. The virus widely spread over many countries, and then in March 2020, COVID-19 pandemic. Countries across Asia are grappling with the worst coronavirus outbreaks of the pandemic, spurred by low vaccine rates and the highly contagious Delta variant. While nations such as China, Japan, and South Korea are seeing growing outbreaks, the sharp edge of the Delta wave is keenly felt in Southeast Asia, with countries seeing rapid rises in the case numbers and deaths. Southeast Asian nations that managed to contain outbreaks last year are now struggling with overwhelming hazards, a lack of hospital beds, equipment, and oxygen. They have also imposed lockdowns, sheltering factories in crucial manufacturing hubs, and restricting the movement of citizens already suffering financially. More than a year and a half into the pandemic, the more contagious Delta variant exposes the weaknesses of nations with low vaccine rates, even if they partially got control of the virus. The world's fourth most populous nation, Indonesia recently overtook India as Asia's epicenter, and the outbreak has been devastating, with a hike of more than 50,000 cases a day. The country is suffering health crisis, with hospitals stretched to the limit, full cemeteries expanded to hold COVID deaths, and exhausted healthcare workers. Experts say Indonesia is now reaping the cost of not implementing strict lockdowns, nor investing enough in efficient contact tracking system. The government announced an extension of the highest level for restriction in several cities and areas, including the capitals and the islands of Java and Bali, for another week. Okay, viewers, that is news today. I'm Alexa Gani, and all of the BANTUL News crew say thank you very much for your attention. Have a great day.
Dewan Juri yang terhormat, lomba Newsreader telah menampilkan penampilan terbaik mereka. Untuk itu, para Dewan Juri dipersilakan
dikenalkan.
Akan kami perkenalkan kembali para Dewan Juri pada pagi hari ini. Dewan Juri pertama, Bapak Tri Kartika Reha MPD. Dewan Juri kedua, Ibu Nur Saidah SPD. Juri 3, Bapak Edi Santoso, SPD.